Good morning, everyone. My name's Joey. Josie's over here on the swing this morning. We're getting ready to load up Black Billy over here, take him to the sales this morning. But I got some video from yesterday, show you how our day went yesterday and kind of my take on our day yesterday. But we'll put that in here. Always got some setbacks. Y'all can see right here, right where this little seam's at. I don't know why that ain't one big piece. Right where that's at, that's leaking. $300. And that's with me doing all the work. Good thing is, there's actually pretty good room. So, how many of you guys ever done this? Y'all know what that is? Thermostat. I got my radiator back on and I started up and let it run and it got hot. So I'm assuming it's probably what blowed my radiator to begin with. So I'm boiling it in water to see if it's going to open up. And it don't look like it's going to. It's pretty hot right now. It ain't boiling yet. So I think that might be my problem. Alright guys. Now I wonder if y'all can tell me what I did. Probably not the correct thing that you should do. But that thermostat, I boiled it. It didn't open. And I did take a screwdriver and start prizing on it, and I did break it loose and got it to where it was opening. But I didn't want to take a chance on it, so I just tore the guts out of it. The way that thermostat's made, back in the old days, you could just take the thermostat out, throw it away, and just put your housing right back on there, and it was perfectly fine. The way that one was made, you couldn't do that, so I had to take the guts out of it and put it back in there. So the truck don't have a thermostat, but we just took off, drove way down the road. I let it sit here and run probably for 30 minutes just to see if it'd get hot, making sure everything's all right, and everything looks good. But we got hopefully this picks up. I think the camera picks up better than I can actually see. It's dark. But we got the truck hooked up to the trailer in the morning. We're going to try to load up that Black Billy. And I think it should go all right. I don't think he'll be too big of a problem. I just wanted to say, I didn't have any plans of going anywhere today. And Josie got up this morning and she was fine at first. We sat at her house. I fixed her breakfast. She eats. She played with her toys for a minute. And we got ready. Started to get ready to come outside. And she started complaining that her neck was hurting. And I was like, what do you mean it hurts? And she's like, when I look up, it hurts. And she's holding the back of it. And act like she's probably just slept funny maybe or something. But she just wouldn't let me do anything. She was whiny and fussy. Yeah, you locked in the trailer. But she was whiny and fussy and just, I wasn't able to get nothing done this morning. And she was just, kept complaining about her neck. And I was like, you know what, let's just go to town, let her sleep in the car seat. Maybe she'll wake up, be in a little bit better mood. Maybe, I gave her some ibuprofen actually for her neck. She did say that after, we went and got her feed and stuff. She said her neck was feeling better, so maybe the ibuprofen worked a little bit. She's not complaining any this evening with it too much. But while we was out, and like I said, the only reason I went out, we went and got something to eat, and I went by and picked up a bag of chicken feed. That's all I need, a bag of chicken feed. I had plans on in the morning taking this goat, stopping on the way back, wanted picking up that feed. So we went to town, got something to eat, went and got that bag of feed, come back to the house. I didn't notice the truck was running hot. But when we got back to the house and we got out, Josie's like, the truck's leaking water. I just assumed it was the air conditioner dripping. And I was like, yeah. And I told her, I said, yeah, it's probably the air conditioner. And I walked up here and brought some stuff to the camper. Walking back to the truck to get something else out. Oh, I had gas. That's what I stopped and got 5 gallons of gas and 5 gallons of diesel. I brought the gas over and went back to get the diesel. I was walking back. I could see the stream coming out of the front of the truck. I'm like, ooh. That's when I realized the radiator was leaking. Oh man. I got in the truck, started it up, the truck wasn't hot. And it hadn't really sit there that long. Maybe, I think by the time all this, I did get over to that point to where I was starting, it'd probably been about 30 minutes. But it hadn't been that long. I wouldn't have thought, if it was hot enough that it blowed that radiator, I wouldn't have thought it would cool down in 30 minutes. But, so, we wound up, called, my wife went and, she was in town, she stopped and got me a radiator. I think we wound up, we got the radiator and 2 gallons of antifreeze for like $2.80 something. So she got, a school friend had a son that worked at a parts house. We won't say what part house or anything, but we used his discount. So I got everything for a little under $300. But put it back on there, started it up, was letting it run just to let it build up pressure to make sure nothing wasn't leaking. That's when I noticed that it was getting hot. So I had to tear that housing, which is the housing, it really is super simple. You just got to take the breather off. These 3 bolts, because the top of the bracket that holds the power steering fluid bolts onto the top of that housing that covers up the thermostat. So I had to take that little bracket off, had 3 little bolts in it, real simple. The 2 bolts that hose the housing, so the breather, those 3 bolts, and the 2 bolts that hose the housing, and it comes off. So it was really, really simple to do that. The radiator was a little bit of pain in the butt. That, it was. But I was just saying all that to say, things happen, and it may just be me. Maybe it is just me. I was aggravated that the radiator was busted. I was aggravated that the thermostat was stuck. But if she hadn't been fussing this morning, we wouldn't have went nowhere today. We would have got in that truck tomorrow morning and headed off an hour away from here. And after, if it was something I didn't notice, that it was getting that hot or something other, I mean, I could have blown a head on the truck or anything. And us been an hour away from the house and pulling the trailer with a goat. I mean, it could have been a whole different situation tomorrow if her neck hadn't been hurting this morning and her fussing a little bit. And on top of that, we went driving around just a few minutes ago, hoping y'all can see me. Just a few minutes ago, there's a little side road. It's only about a mile down the road. And when we bought our property here, they had this property. There was a set of lots here and a set of lots it's about a mile to that side road, and that's where the lots actually start at. The lot that we come down here to look at was on that road. And me and Josie went down there, and we went down that little road. It makes a little loop and comes back. But we drove down there and went down that road just to see, because I hadn't been on it since them tornadoes. And I went down there, and I just wanted to go down that little road and see where the tornado went through there. The lot that we looked at on that road, which we were super, super close to buying. The only reason we didn't buy it was me, because it didn't have access to city water. My wife, here's the way we was when we was hunting for property. We'd find property that you couldn't get electric, and I was okay with it. But it would have city water. She was okay with just using a cistern. Her grandparents had a cistern, and she spent a lot of time at her grandparents' house, so she was used to cisterns, and she was fine with not having city water. Me, I grew up with city water, or grew up with a cistern. I hated it. I hated the cistern. I hated having cleaned the cisterns. I hated pumps were constantly tearing up, and if electric was out, you didn't have water. It was just so much stuff that I didn't like about it. So that's the reason we didn't buy that lot. We come a higher buying it. And then this lot, the lot down where the house is at, the first one we bought, come available, and we were like in the process of getting ready to do the paperwork on that lot, and the guy that was buying everything off of said, "Hey, we just had a lot come available if you want to look at it." And we come and looked at that lot, and I bought that lot because it had access to electric and the city water, and it had a spring on it. So, but anyway, to get back to my story, we went there to see where the tornado went. That's a 5-acre lot down there. That whole entire 5-acre lot, every tree on it is flattened to the ground. Tornado went right over top of it. So if we'd wound up, we had bought that lot it'd be a whole different story right now. I'd be telling you about a tornado if I was even able to tell you about the tornado. I mean, the whole lot is flat. I mean, it's trees. You know, it was a forest. It's still a forest. Now it's not. It's a brush pile. It's amazing. But like I said, it may just be me, but there's always reasons for things in my life that's happened that at the time I thought was aggravating or just made me miserable or something other. But then just sometimes it might take just a few hours, like today with the truck. It took me a few hours to realize, hey, if she hadn't been throwing a fit this morning, that'd been us an hour away from the house with a trailer and a goat and may have tore the truck up, you know. So I just wanted to say all that. Sometimes bad things happen for a good reason in life. But that's my experience anyway. But we'll get back with you guys in the morning. We're going to load that goat up and we'll get back with you guys in and we'll see if we can't get that goat loaded up and take it to stockyards. All right. Yeah, so yesterday was an interesting day. It was a fun day. But hopefully everything goes smooth today. We don't have no issues with anything. We got our trailer and everything hooked up, semi-hooked up. I got a few little things I got to do. We fed everybody this morning. I just got to feed the goats. And I've been waiting because I want to do that last, so I tried to get him up in there. But I got just a couple more things to get ready here. We got to get a cattle panel over on that one side of the trailer. He's not going to go nowhere, and I know he's not going to run away or anything like that. But I'm going to try to see if I can get all the other goats to go eat and see if I can't get him over in that shed by himself so I can close that door. And then from there, if I can, probably, I give myself credit sometimes where it ain't due. Maybe I can manhandle him up in that trailer if I have to, but maybe he'll just follow some feet right up in there. We'll have to see. But I think I can. I think he's small enough I can kind of manhandle him a little bit. I've said that before, land up on the ground hurting, so we'll see. But we'll get y'all here in a second. Okay, watch it. How about me? How about me? Oh, there you go. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you go. Yeah, he's eating it so fast. I don't see now. We ain't got time to food strawberries right now. All right, guys, we got him loaded up. We're gonna head out. I got a couple things to get ready here, but we're getting ready to head out. Oh my gosh, dude, you a big one. I don't know. He looks scary, that's for sure. You gonna ride it? No. A milking stand. It's just a concrete slab. There's some big goats. So cute. Ain't none of them coming over here. Oh, you get to touch it anyway, didn't you?
It's kind of like
It's like Shadow.
Shadow has that same color.
Yeah. What you doing, Black Billy? What you doing, Black Billy? There he is. What you doing, Black Billy?
Him has some friends over there.
Yeah, he's got some friends in there. He's in there with some big goats, some nice goats. Man, damn it, some nice goats. Some baby ones in there. She letting you pet it? Oh, man, there's some big billy goats in here.
It's so hard.
Huge billy goats in here.
Yeah, and some little ones in there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Some big chickens. Oh yeah, that one's open a little bit, ain't it? Yeah. Some ducks. There's some. Kind of wondering about those. What is that? Look at that fluff ball. Can't even tell what that thing is. It's just a fluff ball. Oh. There you go. Yeah, it's got a rabbit feeder on it. Yeah, all kinds of chickens. Yeah. All right, everyone. We've been back for a little while. I had to mow the yard and some different things, but yeah, we dropped off Black Billy this morning. We got there about 11:15. Dropped him off. They was already started their yard sale stuff. It was already going on. But we dropped him off at 11:15. Me and Josie, we had some errands to run and some different stuff. We went and got some lunch. Went and got her an ice cream because I guess I've taught her that going to the stockyards means we go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream. So we went and got her ice cream, done some other stuff. Stopped back in at the stockyards at about 3:15. It's a little bit after 3. They were still selling yard sale stuff. So we just come on home. I wasn't going to sit and be aggravated with having to wait and seeing how long it was going to take and stuff. So I have no idea what we got for Black Billy. I don't know if I picked up all the billy goats that was there in the videos or not, but man, they was some nice billy goats there. So I don't know if that will hurt him selling or help him selling. I don't know. They were some super nice billy goats there. I don't know if I got all of them in the video. I'm pretty sure I got them first 3, I think, that was actually in the pen with him. So I don't know. There was a lot of people there. I know when we was there at 3, I was in the parking lot talking to my wife, and I'll show you why here in a second. But we was talking to her, and there was probably about 4 trucks pulled in with trailers and stuff that were potential buyers, I guess. But yeah, when we were parked in the parking lot, Josie had actually fell asleep and was napping, and I was just sitting there letting the truck run, and truck done fine, by the way. But my wife called. She's like, you got goats everywhere. I'm like, immediately I was like, man, I did not shut that gate. You can probably go back and watch it on the video. I did not shut the gate. So our strawberries they didn't get destroyed, but they definitely got eaten way back. I'm glad they didn't destroy them, but they did destroy the corn and that one little bean that was up here. They didn't bother the squash stuff, but yeah, the corn, I grew it for the livestock anyway. So they just got it earlier than I wanted them to, which the goats didn't go anywhere. It was over at the neighbor's in his yard. They were right there, and she put them up in the pen over there where the meat chickens are at. So they're in that lot right now. I'll probably just go ahead and leave them in there since they're over there. It was about time to move them over there anyway. So yeah, I'm kind of screwed up and left my gate open. Got in a hurry, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of curious whenever I edit this to go back and see what I've done there. I guess I come out and I moved that little cattle panel I had for a running chute and grabbed my camera and forgot to latch the gate. But they got out on us. Me and Josie, we went to the stockyards today. I know when we went back at 3, we went in and looked at all the animals. They did have a couple calves, and I was tempted to stay to see how much the calves went for. They had some big cows in there, and I know I got one of them on the video. That thing was a monster. But they did, when we went back at 3, they was 2 little, like maybe 2 day old calves. And I was tempted to stay just to see. Probably couldn't have bought nothing, but kind of curious to see what they would have went for. But we'll wrap it up for this video, and whenever I do find out what he sold for, I'll for sure let you guys know to see if it went good or if it didn't. I didn't have anything really, a little bit of feed in that goat. I didn't really have anything in him other than some feed and some time. It's kind of like having one that was born here. I didn't have really anything in him other than some feed. He was given to me by my brother, or my brother's son, my nephew, I guess that is, ain't it? You can go back and watch the videos. That one, the White Belly, and Francine. He gave us all 3 of those goats. So I don't have any money in those, so but I still want to get as much as I can. So help pay for that radiator, which my wife wound up. She got that radiator for. I think she got I may already even said it. I don't know. It's been 2 days on this video, so. But she wound up getting everything for like $270 something. I think 2 gallons antifreeze and the radiator and everything. Got it for $270. So wasn't too big of a hit on that. Bad enough, but just because of that thermostat. I guess that was my original problem to begin with, was that thermostat. Well, we'll wrap it up for this video. See if somebody wants to say bye over here. She's a waving, but she's a mile away. But we'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you watching.